Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, January 31st, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Portland Trail Blazers vs Oklahoma City Thunder. The Trail Blazers snapped their 2-game losing streak with a win over the Rockets in their last game. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Thunder, which will give them their 4th win in their last 6 games. It doesn't matter if the Thunder are playing at home, on the road or in the Walmart parking lot. They can't seem to close out games. It's going to be even tougher doing so with their leading scorer, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, on the shelf with an ankle injury. That leaves Luguentz Dort and Josh Giddey as the only players averaging in double scoring figures. That's a huge uphill battle, even for a team facing an opponent that gets torched on defense on a nightly basis. Yes, the Trail Blazers are dealing with their own fair share of injuries, too, including playing with Damian Lillard. But they still have CJ McCollum and Norman Powell to go to work with against the lowly Thunder. And they'll definitely have to go to work in this matchup because nothing will come easy. Oklahoma City couldn't buy a bucket on offense, but they're capable of putting up a legitimate defensive fight from time to time. But that won't be the case on Monday. McCollum will play like a star, and Powell will back him up in a winning effort. Jusuf Nurkic will also have a big game against a Thunder team that has been feeling dejected at this point. Our first betting pick will be Portland Trail Blazers -4. The Thunder are on a 7-game losing streak, and they just lost their leading scorer, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, to an ankle injury. I would ask what else could go wrong, but I don't want to be the one jinxing a team with a mountain of problems the size of Everest. They're barely averaging 100 points per game, and they're shooting 41.6% from the floor. Bad things always seem to happen when they're on offense. It's like the Trailblazers in reverse. However, they did find a way to put up 110 points against the Chicago Bulls last Monday, and then they clawed their way to another 110 points in an overtime loss to the Indiana Pacers on Friday. The Trailblazers are an accident waiting to happen on the defensive end of the floor. They have the 4th worst scoring defense, and no other team is allowing a higher shooting percentage, 47.5. There might still be hope in this matchup, even for an offense as non-existent as the Thunder's. They'll have opportunities to continue getting buckets following back-to-back games where they've scored 110+ points. But there's no use in beating a dead horse. The Trailblazers already know they're fighting an uphill battle defensively every time they step on the court. Their hope is to solve all of their problems with offense. Granted, that's been much harder to do these days with so many key players being in and out of the lineup with injuries. Our second betting pick will be under the total. Golden State Warriors vs Houston Rockets. Offense is averaging 110.2 points per game, which is 12th in the NBA. They are also shooting 46.5% from the field and 35.8% from 3-point range. This ranks them as the 9th best 3-point shooting team, according to Covers.com. Stephen Curry is considered to be in a shooting slump, but still averaging 25.7 ppg and 6.3 apg. He is shooting 41.5% from the field. Curry is missing more shots, but he is also playing without Draymond Green. Klay Thompson is averaging 15.8 ppg in the 9 games he has played in this year. He is slowly coming along and looking more like himself every game he plays. Steve Kerr has relied on Kevon Looney to rebound the ball without Green on the court. He is snatching 7.4 rpg and will need to keep it up as the Warriors don't have as many bigs as they do guards. Houston has lost to Golden State twice this season, but they didn't drop either against the spread, managing a push and a 2-point loss in the last meeting. After having 2 days to prepare, Houston gets to face a Warriors team coming off of a high-profile primetime nationally televised game against Brooklyn on Saturday. This will also be the first of back-to-back games for Golden State as they have to face the Spurs on Tuesday. Houston will have Tuesday off and fully invested in playing Golden State. After losing by just 2 points on the road in the last meeting, the young Rockets should have some confidence to take down the Warriors team that won't necessarily be as excited about playing them. The Rockets are an extremely young team, but they are slowly progressing. This season the Rockets are averaging 108.3 points per game. This makes them the 18th best scoring offense in the league. They are shooting 45.1% from the field and 34.3% from behind the arc. Houston will need Christian Wood to stay aggressive. He is currently averaging 17.5 ppg and 10.3 rpg. Wood has given the Rockets some life on the offensive end, but he will need help from Jalen Green. He is averaging 14.3 ppg and 3.3 rpg. The two of them have looked good this season, they just need more help. Eric Gordon has to be that guy for this offense. He can score the rock, but can also get his teammates more involved. He is averaging 3.2 APG, which leads the team. Spreading the ball out and letting their athletic stars get going is the key for this young Rockets team. They will need to make sure they protect the ball though. Our first betting pick will be Houston Rockets plus 10.5. The Houston Rockets are on a 3-game losing streak after losing to the Portland Trail Blazers 125-110 at home on Friday. Christian Wood led the Rockets with 21 points and 15 rebounds. Houston is 27th in the NBA in offensive efficiency and 18th averaging 108.3 ppg. They are also a high-volume three-point shooting team ranking 5th, attempting 38.4 per game and 20th making 34.3%. Wood leads the team with 17.5 ppg, 10.3 rebounds, and 0.9 blocks per contest. Houston has 5 over players averaging between 11.6 to 14.4 ppg. Saturday night, Golden State extended its current winning streak to 5 games by beating the Kyrie Irving-led Brooklyn Nets, who did not have Kevin Durant or James Harden, 110-106. Andrew Wiggins led the Warriors with 24 points in the win. Stephen Curry finished with 19 points, but only shot 5 of 18 from the floor. Golden State is first in the NBA in defensive efficiency and defensive scoring, holding opponents to 102 ppg. They are also second, picking up 9.4 steals, and 11th getting 5 blocks per game. Golden State is 12th in offensive efficiency and scoring, averaging 110.2 ppg. The Warriors are third in the NBA, attempting just under 43s per game, and 10th making 34.8%. The Warriors have 2 players who were named starters for the 2022 All-Star Game, Curry and Andrew Wiggins. Curry leads the team with 25.7 points, 6.3 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. Wiggins averages 18.2 ppg, 4.3 rebounds, and has shot a team-best 41.4% from three-point range. Our second betting pick will be under 230.5. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.